Yodely yodely. Jack here. What's good, guys? Have you ever wanted to get away with murder? Not against your neighbor Steve, no. He's too big. Got to go for something more weak and vulnerable. Tee up his new car. Leave a dump on his doorstep. Pull a FNAF on his kid. If any of these things sound good to you, you may be in fact have a specific prognosis. Purple guy syndrome. If you guys can't tell, I've been playing a lot of FNAF recently, and it has gotten me thinking about a lot of wackier things the purple guy has done over the years. And like any sensible, well-adjusted individual, I found myself repeatedly saying Slay King to many of his actions. Hobbies not just limited to child murder, but robotics, financiering, arcane sciences. The man was basically a wizard. You can only explain a soul away so much before you're just playing with magic. Like, what's that you got there, Tom may ask. Why, it's a device that lets me resurrect the dead. And he'd just sort of look at you with kind of an odd look, like you just lost your goddamn mind. Which, by all accounts, you probably hit too much of that soul juice, and now are bawling your ass off in visions of the spirit world. I am only slightly paraphrasing an actual event in the Silver Eyes trilogy. That book is wild. Like, three-car batteries to my body wild. But anyway, moving past my weekend indulgences. Purple Guy is a wacky, goofy character when you come to think of it. No matter how much of a scientist the games wants to make the guy look like, this is at the end of the day the same guy who looked at the idea of building an entire pizzeria with the sole purpose of using murder robots, and, not for a second, thought that he should have done it as a solo endeavor, as he has to explain why the sociopathic bear has a stomach hatch explicitly for child murder to his investors after it snatches up little Joey. I imagine that going something along the lines like Afton being like, look, if we stuff them inside the robots, then they won't be able to leave, so we'll always have a client base. Then I imagine one of the investors saying something to the effect of, are you insane? Or just mentally handicapped? Before calling the police for the obvious death trap inside of a talking bear. Even before that, Afton was just doing wacky things. Your kids afraid of going to Fredbear's for some reason? Just give him a golden version of Confess-a-Bear from SpongeBob. It'll be fine. Your son is getting bullied by his older brother because he's terrified of Fredbear's? Don't actually parent him and discipline him, and instead just sit down with his son and go, damn, the other kid's kind of a bitch. You want to give him nightmare gas or something? I like to mess with your dreams sometimes too. Man was not a good father. And I have no doubts in my mind that Ballora was a side project that William Afton was working on. He just seems completely like the type to build a fully functioning human woman's anatomy onto a robot for his own pleasure. Considering how person-like Ballora is, and how downright intimate her dialogue gets at times, I'm assuming he canoodled Ballora. He, painted her purple with delight. That's all I'm going to say. Although, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if at some point we see some half-human, half-Ballora Afton abomination creatures at some point. Thinking of that now, that's probably just what the mini-arenas are, to be honest with you. Guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, diddly-dong that like William Afton diddly-dongs Ballora, and I will see you guys next time.